Welcome to the Prepper Almanac, a comprehensive guide to the unique language and lifestyle of survivalists and homesteaders. Thank you for joining us today, it is deeply appreciated. In today's video we are going to dive headfirst into a glossary of prepper terms and acronyms you should learn. We'll decode the jargon, uncover the meanings behind the acronyms, and help you navigate the world of prepping with ease. Whether you're a seasoned survivalist or a curious novice, this video is the perfect tool to understand the language of the prepper community. And if I give you value in today's video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Feel free to share the video with others as well. It helps me out. And be sure to watch the video to the end, and let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. So, without further ado, let's delve into the world of prepper parlance. Have you ever wondered what SHTF or Bob means in the prepper community? These terms and acronyms are part of the unique language of survivalists and homesteaders. Today we'll delve into this fascinating subculture's jargon, so you can navigate the world of prepping with ease. First, we'll decode the acronyms. Bob stands for Bug Out Bag, a survival kit designed for quick evacuation. BOL is Bug Out Location, the place you plan to escape to when things go south. BOV, or Bug Out Vehicle, is your to-safe haven. Then comes BSTS, or Better Safe Than Sorry, a motto every prepper lives. BUG stands for Backup Gun, while CCW is Concealed Carry Weapon. CME is Coronal Mass Ejection, a solar eruption that can knock out electronics, much like an EMP or electromagnetic pulse. Is Everyday Carry, the essentials you keep on you at all times. EOD can mean End of Days or End of Times. EOTW is End of the World, while FAK is First Aid Kit. FIFO, or First In First Out, is a principle for rotating stored food to avoid spoilage. GHB is Get Home Bag, a smaller version of a Bug Out Bag. GOOD is Get Out of Dodge, a euphemism for evacuating. HEMP is High Altitude Electromagnetic Pulse, a type of EMP. IFAC is Individual Kit, and JISI stands for Just In Case. MRE Meal Ready to Eat, a staple in many preppers' food storage. NBC for Nuclear Biological Chemical, the trio of worst-case scenarios. PFAK is Personal First Aid Kit, and PSK is Personal Survival Kit. SHTF is a catch-all for any major disaster. TBTF is Too Big to Fail, a term used to describe large corporations or systems. Teotwalki is the end of the world as we know it, while TPTB means the powers that be. RAL for Without Rule of Law, a state of collapse. And YOYO is You're on your own, a stark reminder of the potential isolation in a disaster. Lastly, let's talk about the term food insurance. This refers to the food stockpile you have in your home, starting with a 1-month supply and then increasing to 6-month supply and eventually a year's supply. Adding another term to our list, we have the Get Home small backpack of survival items that you keep in your vehicle should you need to abandon your car and try to get home during an urban disaster. It should contain enough survival items to enable you to survive for at least 1 day or 24 hours. The Get Home bag is smaller and lighter than the Bug Out bag. Our next stop in the world of prepping is DIY projects, vital to any prepper's survival strategy. A popular DIY project among preppers is the Faraday cage. Named after the scientist Michael Faraday, this ingenious device can shield electronic items from the devastating effects of an EMP attack or solar flare. These events can wipe out all electronic devices within their radius, but a Faraday cage can keep your essentials safe. Now you might be thinking that constructing one of these sounds complicated, but it can be as simple as grabbing a galvanized metal trash can, or a cardboard box wrapped in aluminum foil. These homemade Faraday cages may not look fancy, but they do the job. Stay tuned, because knowledge like this can make a world of difference when SHTF. Now let's move on to prepper terms. The 72-hour bag is another name for a Bug Out bag. An alpha strategy involves storing extra supplies for trading or personal use. Ballistic wampum refers to ammunition stored for emergencies. The Big Berkey is a water filtration system that removes harmful bacteria and toxins. Bug Out bag, Bug Out location, and Bug Out vehicle, we've already covered. Bugging in means staying home during a disaster, while bugging out means evacuating. A doomer is a hardcore prepper who believes disaster is imminent. A Dutch oven is a cast iron pot for cooking on a campfire. An electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, is a weapon that can knock out electronics within a certain radius. These terms and acronyms are the language of the prepper community. They encapsulate the mindset, strategies, and tools used by those preparing for the unexpected. Whether it's SHTF or Bob, each term carries weight and significance in the world of prepping. So the next time you come across these terms, you'll know exactly what they mean. And remember, as the preppers say, it's always better safe than sorry. As we continue our journey into the world of prepping, let's delve deeper into more prepper terms. Next up, we have the go-to bag. Sound familiar? That's because it's just another name for a bug-out bag. It's the bag you grab when disaster strikes and you need to evacuate in a hurry. Then we come to grid down. This term is used when the power grid has gone down and it's not a temporary blackout. We're talking about a serious situation, likely as a result of a coronal mass ejection or an electromagnetic pulse. A grid down scenario means no electricity, no internet, no modern conveniences, a prepper's nightmare and the reason why they prepare. Remember, understanding these terms isn't just about fitting into the prepper community, it's about being prepared, understanding potential threats, and knowing how to react when the time comes. As we always say in the world of prepping, it's better to have it and not need it, than need it and not have it. As we move along our exploration of prepper terms, let's discuss another significant term, the larder. For most people, a larder might just be another word for a pantry, a place to store your food. But in the prepper community, the term has a broader, more profound meaning. A larder in the prepper world refers to any place where you store your survival food. It's not just about canned goods and dry pasta. We're talking about long-term storage of grains, preserved meats, and other foods that can sustain you and your family in a disaster situation. It's not just a pantry, it's a lifeline. A properly stocked larder can be the difference between survival and starvation when the grid goes down and the supermarkets are empty. So remember, when the SHTF, a well-stocked larder can be a lifesaver. As preppers, it's our responsibility to ensure that our larder is always prepared for any eventuality. As we continue our journey into the world of prepping, it's time to delve deeper into some more essential terms. Understanding these terms is not just about being part of the prepper community, it's about preparedness, readiness, and reacting to potential threats. First up, we have mason jars. You might know these as simple glass jars, but in the prepper world, they're much more than that. Mason jars are used for canning food, a practice of preserving and storing food in jars at high temperatures to kill microbes that cause food to spoil. It's an efficient and cost-effective method to store food for the long term. Next, Mylar bags. These are special bags designed to provide a barrier between your stored survival food and sunlight, air, and moisture. They are used in conjunction with oxygen absorbers to extend the shelf life of food items, making them a prepper's best friend when it comes to long-term food storage. Finally, we have the term Pollyanna. This term refers to someone who remains optimistic despite dire situations, to the point of denying that a major disaster will ever occur. While optimism is generally a good thing, being a Pollyanna in the prepper world can be dangerous. It's always better to be prepared and hope for the best than to be caught off guard. Remember, understanding these terms is crucial for preparedness and reacting to potential threats. Knowledge is power, and in the world of prepping, it could be the difference between survival and disaster. Let's continue our journey into the world of prepping with some more essential terms. Just as we've previously discussed, understanding these terms is not only about being a part of the prepper community, but it's about enhancing our readiness and ability to respond to potential threats. First on our list today is rendezvous point. This is a predetermined location where you'll meet up with your survival group before continuing to evacuate to your designated bug-out location. This is a critical part of any prepper's plan as it ensures everyone knows where to meet when communication might be disrupted. Next, we have the rule of threes. This is a fundamental survival principle which states, you can live for 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 hours without shelter in harsh environments, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. This rule is a stark reminder of the importance of prioritizing your survival needs. And finally, we have sheeple. This term is often used to describe people who are largely unprepared for a disaster and will likely follow the rest of the crowd, often leading to chaos and confusion. As a prepper, your goal is to be self-reliant and prepared, avoiding becoming part of the sheeple. Remember, understanding these terms is crucial for preparedness and reacting to potential threats. Knowledge is indeed power, and in the world of prepping, it could be the difference between survival and disaster. So, keep learning, keep preparing, and stay safe. As we start to wrap up today's deep dive into the world of prepper terminology, we want to hear from you. Remember, this channel is a community, and your input is invaluable. If you have any questions about what we've covered today, or if there are any topics you'd like us to explore in future videos, please let us know in the comment section below. We're always on the lookout for new ideas, and we'd love to hear what you think. Also, if you found today's video helpful, informative, or just plain interesting, we'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button. This not only helps us reach more people interested in prepping, but it also lets us know that we're on the right track. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. This way, you won't miss out on any of our future content designed to help you become a more informed and prepared prepper. Lastly, we've compiled a list of some essential prepper supplies that you might want to check out. These are all products we found useful in our own prepping, and we've included links to them in the description below. Remember, being a successful prepper is all about being prepared and staying informed. So keep learning, keep preparing, and most importantly, stay safe. Thanks for tuning into the Prepper Almanac. Until next time.